Hey, how's it going, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Eric, and welcome back to a brand new video here on the Bioshock Hub. First and foremost, I just want to apologize for not uploading Bioshock 2 multiplayer videos in a while. I just haven't really had the urge to play, but that urge is slowly coming back. And there should be a couple of videos with Bioshock 2's multiplayer coming here within the near future. Now, this is something that I've been thinking about for a while. On all of my old Bioshock 2 multiplayer videos, I always get comments about things like reminiscing about how much fun people had, or how much they miss Bioshock 2's multiplayer, or how fun it was, etc. You guys get the point. So that just makes me sit back and think, for the next Bioshock, should we get multiplayer? Now, I know a lot of people are probably rolling their eyes at that, but watch the video, allow me to make my points, and then base your judgment off of that. I know a lot of you guys want Bioshock just to be about the story, and trust me, I want as great of a story as you guys do. I want this to top Bioshock 1, and I know that is a damn near impossible task, because Bioshock 1 is almost perfect. Sure, every game has its flaws, but Bioshock, the original, is a damn near perfect game. But I want to see this next one succeed. And if they're able to incorporate some sort of multiplayer with it, just as additional content, that I think would actually be very beneficial for the game. So with that being said, without wasting any more of your time, let's hop into today's video. So the first point I'd like to bring out is just the fact of having additional content after the story. If the rumors are true, or the speculation is true, that the next Bioshock is going to be kind of an open world game where you can play after you quote unquote beat the game, then that would be amazing. You would have that on top of multiplayer. So you would have so much content to play. You would have so much content to come back to. And I think that would be very beneficial for the quality of life of the game and just the overall game in general. Also, for me personally as a content creator, it gives me the opportunity to bring you guys more quality content. And with there being a multiplayer function, I get to play and interact with you guys more often. I know I try to do the most I can during live streams or replying to comments, but I don't think that's the same as actually being able to get into a game with you guys and talk to you guys in lobby or something of that sort. So for me personally, I would absolutely welcome a Bioshock multiplayer again. I had a ton of fun with Bioshock 2's multiplayer, so if they decide to bring one into the new game, I'm sure I would have fun with it as well, just as long as it's not plagued with microtransactions, as I fear that it might actually be. So as you guys noticed, I've kind of taken the pros and cons approach here. So now the next one is going to be if Cloud Chamber themselves can actually develop a very good multiplayer for this game along with an insanely good story. That is going to be a huge task for them to do. But if they take their time and have multiple years to develop both the story and the game, I think they can do it. However, here is my biggest problem with it. Are they going to actually give the game updates? For example, when Bioshock the Collection came out, I believe within the first month of the collection being out, there were maybe 2 patches, and then radio silence. And then randomly a couple of months ago, or maybe a couple weeks ago, I don't exactly remember, we randomly get an update for Bioshock the Collection. It seems like it wasn't being supported. And for me as a consumer and someone who obviously plays Bioshock a shit ton, I would like for them to maintain their game. And especially if this is going to be some sort of open world Bioshock where you can potentially play with other players, or a multiplayer where obviously it's going to be a PvP system. We need updates. If there's bugs in the game, they need to be fixed. If there's things that cause your game to crash, like in Bioshock 2 and Bioshock 2 Remastered, they need to be fixed and addressed. If there's issues with the multiplayer, like hacking, bugs, exploits, overpowered weapons or plasmids, those need to be fixed. So I don't exactly know if they are going to be able to do that. I want to give them the benefit of the doubt here, but obviously with them being the first studio to tackle a new Bioshock, especially in their debut, I'm kind of on the fence about this. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below about this particular topic in general. So this next point is going to tie into the whole microtransaction thing, because this is going to be about character and weapon customization. Obviously, nowadays, you see all of these games like Apex, Fortnite, etc. that give you guys character skins, weapon skins, etc. So I think if they were to do something like that, we'll need a more up-to-date customization. Don't get me wrong, Bioshock 2 had a lot for what it was at the time. However, if they plan on moving forward, I think it needs to be a little bit more up-to-date, especially with the overall characters. I think you should kind of create your own character, like maybe a Destiny or a Destiny 2, build up from there, and just build your own entire character. That way, it kind of drives your own story in multiplayer, if that makes sense. However, the whole microtransaction thing still kind of bothers me a little bit. The next thing would be about the actual gameplay itself, so we'll get into that very quickly. Now, as I'm looking back through the footage that you're watching right now, one thing that really intrigued me was the amount of maps in this game. So, yes, I really enjoyed all of the maps that this game had to offer because there's quite a ton of them. However, the only thing that I truly have a gripe with is the game modes themselves. Don't get me wrong, I personally had fun playing them, but they're just bare bones standard game modes. You had things like your team deathmatch, free-for-all, domination, capture the flag, or in this case, the little sister, etc. So going back to an earlier point, maybe modernize the game modes a little bit. Come up with some unique game modes that have to do with the Bioshock universe, or implement some from a different game potentially and put your own unique spin on it. I think that would be a very good way to add something new, if that makes sense. In terms of maps, you really gave us a wide variety there. And obviously, for me personally, a lot of maps equals a good thing, especially if they're made well. With multiplayer in general, I want something that I want to look forward to get on, to play, and just lose track of time. Especially if it's something that I'm enjoying. So if I enjoy the maps, if I enjoy the game modes, the weapons, ranking up, etc., it gives me, the consumer, more replayability. And that is what you want with a multiplayer. So ladies and gentlemen, as the title says, I'm going to allow you guys to answer this question for yourselves down in the comment section below. Should the next Bioshock have a multiplayer feature? Obviously, be respectful of other people's opinions. We don't want negativity here. Let's just have a nice, civil conversation down in the comment section below. If you guys did enjoy the video and are new here and want to see more Bioshock content in the future, would you kindly hit that subscribe button, turn on all post notifications by hitting that bell and clicking all. That way you will never miss a future video or a future live stream on the channel. If you want to stay up to date with me outside of YouTube or talk to me outside of YouTube, my social medias are the best ways to do so. My Twitter, Instagram, Discord, etc. will be down in the description below for you guys to go check out. There should be a couple of videos popping up on screen now. I would highly recommend checking those out if I were you. They're pretty damn good videos if I do say so myself. And with that being said, take care, stay safe, and I will talk to you all in the next video.